Last month, the president approved a plan to limit the amount of refugees resettled in the United States to 18,000 in the year 2020. Today, our Gabriela Becerra went to Madison's Refugee Union and Jewish Social Services rally outside the Capitol, where they're trying to shine a light on what they think is too low of a number.
It's worth it. It needs a lot of patience and a lot of persistence.
Dahlia Abdamalik still recalls the day she arrived in Madison almost 3 years ago as very cold.
A snowy day, a stormy day.
She is a refugee from Iraq and says the transition wasn't very easy.
My education didn't transfer. I'm a pharmacist back where I used to live. So I had to start creating myself from zero.
Right now, Abdamalik is waiting to bring her husband to the United States.
The processing time for me to bring my husband takes 2 to 3 years. So it's really frustrating.
This is something Scott Grabin says he understands. He's married to an immigrant from Central America.
She had to go back to her home country for a year while we dealt with immigration issues. So I can relate to that. Dealing with the separation that comes.
Grabbins is the chairman of the Dane County Republican Party and says it's important to give the president the ability to set the number of refugees resettled in the United States.
Certainly some years, maybe a smaller number of refugees that need to be admitted. Other years, it could be a larger number due to, various world events.
Becca Schwartz says limiting that number isn't the best for the community.
Refugees make the community a richer, more diverse place. They start businesses at a much higher, immigrants in general start businesses at a much higher rate than native-born Americans.
And to other refugees resettling somewhere new, Abdamalik says it will all be worth it.
Despite of how hard it is and how impossible it seems when you first come here, but eventually it will get better and you'll get used to it and you'll become stronger.
I'm Gabriela Becerra, News 3 Now.
The Madison Refugee Union is also calling for the passage of the GRACE Act, which would prevent the presidential administration from setting annual refugee admissions below 95,000.